tuned in to Slay TV for MAGiQ Media, your home for fashion, style, and tea, honey. I'm your host, MAGiQ. Let's slay. Hello, and welcome back to Slay TV for MAGiQ Media. Today we are joined with the wonderful Wesley Kelly. Wesley Kelly has 6 years in the industry. He's a Hollis, Queens, New York native, currently residing in South Jersey. His brand is Brand Faith Ruby, a name that pays homage to his grandmother Ruby and his little sister Faith. The source of Wesley's motivation is him consistently beating the odds while building a legacy and creating generational wealth for his family. Welcome to Slay TV, Wesley. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited. I do remember you from the Atlanta Boutique Fashion Week, so it was exciting seeing you join us down in Houston, Texas.
Right.
So was this your first time in Texas?
This was actually my first time in Houston, but this is my second time in Texas. I debuted my brand in Dallas for the first time.
Oh, wow.
It's just funny to come back to a different part of Texas at the level that I'm at now. So Just the growth is just crazy and just amazing just to kind of see before my own eyes.
Yes, cheers to progress. So what made you come down to Houston?
Pretty much just to connect the dots. Just to give the brand a different look, a different audience. And like I said, just every opportunity that we can capitalize on to connect the dots, because your network is your net worth.
Absolutely, I agree. The people that you meet at Boutique Fashion Week can only elevate you and take you higher. So Wesley, what were you looking to experience down in Houston that you may have not been able to experience in Atlanta?
Like I said, just a different market, a different demographic of people, different type of style. So just to see if I could, implement my style, in a totally new area, that was more of a challenge for me because I didn't know, exactly how I wanted to put, my pieces together, even though I have like an everyday urban streetwear brand. Mm-hmm. Every different area, state, they have their own specific type of style that's like set in stone to them. Like when you think about New York, you think of a particular style. When you think of Jersey, you think about Philly, or you think about LA, like everybody has their particular fashion style. So I just wanted to go into it with an open mind, just to kind of let it just naturally flow together. And that's what happened.
Yeah, so Wesley, your line, Brand Faith Ruby, actually featured the 2 youngest models for Boutique Fashion Week Houston this year. Can you get into that a little bit? Tell me who the models were, their ages, and how do you think they did?
Right. Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't even know it, kind of after, but I had Neely. She was 18, I believe. It was her first time modeling. And then we had Adeline. I'm not too sure if it was her first time modeling because she was kind of fluent with it. So maybe she modeled before somewhere or been practicing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she was what, 12 or 13, something like that. So,
and I actually got to speak to Adeline's mom backstage, and I said, your daughter's doing really well. She's like, this is her very first time. She saw the show, she applied, and was like, she got booked. Her mom was definitely on it, following her and making sure she was good. But she was very professional herself.
Right. Yeah, I spoke to. The funny thing, I spoke to her mom. Me and her mom was kind of communicating, back and forth. And also Neely's, I met her family and things like that. We had a conversation.
Wow.
Gave them a bit of constructive criticism as well. Just in real time. It was just a dope opportunity just to meet, these young people's families. Especially Adeline, that was the most amazing. She's 12, 12 years old, and she's out here amongst professionals, doing her thing. That was dope. So I was just amazed, and I just blessed the opportunity that I gave them, and other designers gave them, and Boutique Fashion we gave them, to showcase what they had.
So what would you say was a major highlight for you down in Texas?
Major highlight for me, in my opinion, was Paul Mitchell. I feel like
Okay, the Saturday night show.
the Saturday, the final show. I
Hmm.
felt like, throughout my growth with Boutique Fashion Week, I always have the best time and experience at Paul Mitchell. So I feel like this time, being in Houston at the Paul Mitchell, it was a little bit different, but I felt like that was like my breakout day. Like I kind of wanted to leave that imprint, you know, for the last day,
Absolutely.
because I felt like my prior days wasn't as good. They were
Hmm.
successful, but they weren't as good in my opinion. But I felt like Paul Mitchell was the one for me. That
The
that
one
that
for you.
that's what gave me the confidence to come back home.
Nice. And that actually segues me into the next question. So, what was a learning moment for you? I know you said that previous days weren't really what you expected. So, did you learn something from those days?
Yeah. So previous, just being prepared and organized. I feel like
Right.
being by myself this time, I wasn't as organized as I should have been. Um, so yeah, so I think that was probably the main thing, just organization, and with those other shows, because they implemented, new things for the designers to do.
Right, right. Like the Boutique Fashion Week TV. That was really neat that they did on Thursday.
Right, right, right. So just kind of like adjusting, and
Hmm.
then keeping the organization, just so that everything kind of flows smooth. But I felt like up until Paul Mitchell, that was when I kind of got it all together.
Awesome. Well, I did see you out there with your models getting your content. I also checked out your story. I was stalking every designer story just to see what everybody was bringing to the table, and you were definitely active in getting your content. So, what is something that we can expect coming up next from your brand? I know today's a big day for you.
Right, right, right. You guys can just expect me to just continue dropping heat. I got new things in the works. Like I said, between the 3 sweatsuits that dropped today, a lot of new styles. I got some new denim coming. I have some new, what is it? Some overcoats. I have some new overcoats coming.
Oh, okay.
Also, I have some new hats coming for some beanies. And yeah, we getting ready to go for Fashion Week, Volume 4. That's really also what I'm getting prepared for early too. So
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with us? You can also tell us where we can find you.
right. You guys have social media, obviously. So on Instagram, I mainly post on Instagram because Facebook took my brand page. I got to make a new one. But you can follow us on brand_faith_Ruby. Also, you can check the website out. I have to update it, but you can check the website out as well. That's faithrubynyc.com. And yeah, leave us some feedback. Check out our Instagram page. Engage with us, share some things to your story, and let's build as a community, the BFR family.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Wesley. We appreciate you for coming through and sharing your experience, and we wish you all the best. Good luck with the release today. Brand Faith Ruby is releasing their salmon pink and powder blue sets. We see it, we see it. Make sure you guys grab yours before they sell out. Well, Wesley, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk to you in the future. Take care for now.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey you! Thank you for joining me, MAGiQ, on Slay TV for MAGiQ Media. Be sure to follow Wesley at Brand Faith Ruby. That's brand_faith_Ruby on Instagram. Then take a little trip over to my page at Miss_MAGiQ Media. Click the link in my bio and you'll be able to follow me on all my social media platforms.